What? Commandments are 10 words. In Hebrew is Asareth Hadabarim, and that sounds really, really scary. Asareth just means 10, and Hadabarim means the words. Dabar is word in Hebrew. Yeah. So the 10 words are the covenant. Now, the important thing to understand, though, if you open the scriptures to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and you can also look at the same thing in Deuteronomy chapter 5, you can read the 10 words and the texts before and after as well. But the 10 words being the focus, they show you something about yourself. It's like a mirror. It shows you that, oh, I didn't really do that, or I'd never be able to do something like that, or, you know, you do not murder, for example. Most people say, oh, well, I could never do that, you know. Well, oddly enough, the human heart is corrupt, and it is capable of anything. So anyway, but reprogramming our mind with those 10 words over and over and over will change the heart of a man or a woman, and to the point where they will start understanding, because it puts love into them for the first time. And love is love for your creator and love for your neighbor. And the first 4 apply to the love for the creator, and the last 6 commandments teach love for your neighbor. And you don't want to just once. You memorize it and you dwell upon it. You wake in the middle of the night and go over it in your mind, and he will come into your heart. The spirit of the creator himself comes in, and he will reveal secrets to you that are amazing and give you strength to understand them and to know him. And that's an amazing thing. Very true. There's no hierarchy. There's teachers, and there's prophets, and there's all sorts of different gifts that are given to individuals. But it is not an ordination by men. This is all a construction that was invented in order to basically consolidate power, you know. But the real power of the Spirit is given in enabling you to understand and to obey the commandments, because obedience is better than sacrifice. You can do anything you want. If you don't obey, then you will not be given the Spirit. The Spirit will not come to you. Now, the Spirit is actually, a lot of people don't know this, but the Spirit is actually Yahusha himself. He is the creator. We call him Yahusha. Yah is our deliverer. But in Psalm 25:14, there's a secret that's revealed. The secret is given to those who fear Yahuwah, and he reveals his covenant to them. You see, that's why we're talking about the Torah. The Torah is actually the 10 words, the 10 commandments. That is the instructions. And you go over them, you instantly discover, if you have the key, the name, Yahuwah, you will discover in the very first commandment that it's like a sword that pierces your heart. And the tip of the sword has the name. Yahuwah is the name. And the first commandment is, I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. Have no other before my face. Well, if you just dwell on what that sentence is saying, it's saying, I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. Now that means your mighty one. Or a lot of times people read the translation, it says your G-O-D, you know. Well, G-O-D is, we can go into that later, but if you look that up in an encyclopedic dictionary or an encyclopedia, you'll discover that G-O-D is a term that was used for pagan deities. you know, and it was a proper name also. And it was adopted later to apply to the Supreme Being. The Supreme Being is Yahuwah. There is no one else. There's no 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 Supreme Beings. There's only one Supreme Being, because the word supreme gives it away. If he's supreme, then there isn't 2 supremes, you know. You have to be careful, because when you go to Scripture, you find the truth. But when you look up into the world and you hear these people teaching on the internet or in a steeple place, you know, where they put steeples, we're going to find out more about that over the next few weeks, hopefully, too. But they're teaching things that are not in the Scriptures, you know. And where they came from is why I wrote the book, Fossilized Customs. See, customs are inherited patterns of behavior and ideas that were inherited from somewhere. And if they came from elsewhere outside the Scripture, but rather from a pagan religious belief system, then we have to abandon that and say, well, we don't need that, do we? That's not going to please the true Creator, because there's a lot of false creators out there that people will believe in. But he, you know, he doesn't have any contact or association with any competition. See, it isn't that we're worried about competition ourselves. He doesn't want any competition for you and your heart. And he wants you to just, you know, not look up the horoscopes and go see palm readers and mediums to find out what you should do about things. You should come to him. And that's what we call prayer. What?